But seriously, I did not see that coming. What's up everyone? My name's Elise. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you're not new, it's great to see you guys again. Today we are talking about books where I did not see that end coming. The plot twist was insane. Now I know that there are a ton more books out there that have insane plot twists than just the 5 that I'm going to recommend to you. So if you have any suggestions, spoiler free, put it down below in the comments. The ending surprised me each in a very different way, so I'm going to give you a spoiler free recommendation of 5 books that really surprised me with their ending. The first one is The Sea of Tranquility. How do I explain it? This book has to do with people who live on the moon in the future and people who live on Earth in the present or the past. And on the moon in the future, they discover an anomaly that has to do with time. This man goes and interviews all of these people that kind of interact with this anomaly. All I'm gonna say is the source of the anomaly shook. I was so surprised. I remember reading the last few pages and my jaw was just like shook. I love this book so much. It was a 4.75 stars for me, and then literally it's just lived in my brain rent free ever since I read it in April, and to me that's a sign of a fantastic book and I love it, and it's a 5-star for me. Then we have Verity by Colleen Hoover. Now I will start out by saying check the trigger warnings. This is not for everyone. I would especially recommend mothers checking the trigger warning because this could be and has been especially difficult for some mothers to read from what I have gathered and seen on like Instagram and BookTube and stuff like that. This book follows a woman who is asked to be a ghostwriter for this woman named Verity. Verity is a very famous author who is now bedridden and ill, but she has one book or a few more books that need to be written in her series. But the thing about her series is that they're written from the villain's perspective, so they want this woman to come, write, finish everything. She decides that she'll take the job, and weird stuff happens. And then the end of the book, if you know, you know. I would love to know if you're team letter or team manuscript down below. I don't even know. Part of me really leans towards manuscript because how could you write that and not, like, how could you write that so well? Then we have Nora Goes Off Script, which is a total 180 from the last two. Nora Goes Off Script is a contemporary romance following Nora, who went through a really tough divorce, and then she wrote a screenplay on it. That screenplay was picked up and then they're filming at her house where it happened, and the main actor asks if he can stay on during the shooting and after the shooting, and they kind of develop a friendship. He's kind of like quirky and weird, and things go on from there. I'm gonna stop telling you right there. All I can say about the ending is I did not see the twist coming. I remember my jaw dropping when I read the twist. I was just like so angry and like frustrated. I'm like, really? And then the twist happens and the reveal happens and you're just like, I so did not see that coming. It's delightful. I love this book so much. Another 5-star read, one of my top reads of last year. I talk about it all the time. Another book that lives rent-free in my brain. Then we have Love on the Brain by Hazelwood. If you know, you know. The ending of this book is wild, but it's also kind of fun. Love on the Brain follows B, who is a neuroscientist, I believe, who gets asked to work on these special helmets for NASA. Turns out that her college nemesis is there, a man, Levi, who did not treat her very well in college, and she doesn't know why. She knows that he hates her though, and is like, oh great. Well, they end up working together. I don't want to say anymore, but I do love this book because B is just so quirky and weird and nerdy, and I love it so much. Levi is quiet and stoic. We go on a personal, emotional journey with them, but the ending is just wild. It got my heart rate up. I don't want to say what happens in the ending, but it's like, that last third of the book is crazy and it will take you on a wild ride. This book wasn't like my highest rated book of all time, but I still really enjoy it because it was so fun. Like, it still lives in my brain because how fun it was. It kind of reminds me of like the X-Hex and the Kiss Curse and things like that. It's just fun. And I recommend it if you want a plot twist that you didn't see coming. And last for this video, we have Anxious People by Fredrik Backman. This book, I didn't know what to expect. One of my good friends absolutely loved this book and raved about it, so I really wanted to read it for her, but I feel like no matter how you explain this book, it's never going to give it justice, if that makes sense. This book follows, how do I even explain? It follows someone who tried to rob a bank, and that person escapes into a condo or an apartment or something that is on the market and has an open house. And those people end up getting held hostage. The point of views change, and with each little part of the interview and like part of what is being told, you get like a tiny piece of information, and then it totally changes your whole perspective of the event and what happened and of the bank robber. And then that just keeps layering and layering and layering until the end. Or like there's this, especially one thing that's revealed and you're just like, how did I not see that coming? And it's because of the way that the information is given to you, and like your brain is, this book was really fun and really different. I don't want to say more than that. I feel like I did not do it justice, but it's really good. It's really quirky and different. I loved the characters in it. One thing I love about Fredrik Backman is that he does a fantastic job of writing characters that you can relate to, and even if you can't relate to everyone, there is definitely going to be at least one character that you can really latch onto and relate to, and that just increases the enjoyment level for me. There's also a lot of humor in it. Definitely a book where you probably won't see that end coming or that reveal coming. So I know that this video is short but sweet, and I know that this is a shorter number of books than I usually recommend, but I hope that you can find one that you enjoy, that you will add to your TBR. If you have read these books, please let me know down below. I would love to hear your thoughts, spoiler free for anyone who has not read these books, or you can just put like a little spoiler in the comments before talking about it. I hope you like these books. I really do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing well whenever and wherever you are. Sending you good vibes always, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.